Have you ever had a persistent thought pattern you didn't quite know what to do with? It can begin with a feeling of relief, of simply not having to exist. Or you say to yourself that you don't want to die, you just don't want to be here. Or maybe you actually do want to end things. This thought can come up after one of the hardest days of your life, or for no apparent reason at all. All you know is that it feels strangely soothing. The term suicidal ideation immediately triggers alarm bells. But that's what those thoughts are, and many people have them. About 9% of us experience it at some point, and roughly 2% in any given year. And I have a feeling it's more common than that. And a lot of people just don't want to admit those type of things to some testers they don't know. It's important to understand that there are two distinct types of suicidal ideation. There's passive ideation, thoughts like, I wish I could fall asleep and never wake up, and then you continue to go on with your day. Then there's active ideation, when those thoughts start forming into plans. Both of them are serious and deserve attention, but they don't mean that you're broken or that things won't get better. These thoughts usually aren't about wanting death. Logically, it's impossible to want death, as we have zero idea what it actually is. They're more about escaping pain, wanting the overwhelming emotions, the loneliness, the suffering to stop. So here's what I want to say about this. Not as some type of expert, but as someone who's had these thoughts multiple times before. You don't have to figure this out alone. And really, you can't figure it out alone. You can call or text 988 if you're in the US, or you can just reach out to someone, a friend, a therapist, anyone you think is safe. In serious cases, you should really go to your local psychiatric hospital, where they might suggest immediate hospitalization. And while that's never fun, it is meant to keep you safe. And sometimes ripping off the band-aid like that can just shock you into a different headspace. You can also get some neat socks if you're sly about it. They're sticky so you don't slip. These suggestions aren't expected to solve anything, because the goal isn't really to solve your suicidal ideation, but to deal with it, even just for the day. And I've learned that the main lie you tell yourself in these situations is that you don't have any other options, when in fact, you have more options than you can possibly imagine. There's always something or someone out there that can help just for the time being. Sometimes, just getting some sleep on it can help you handle it better the next day. And if someone you love opens up to you about these thoughts, don't panic. You don't need the perfect response, but just listen. Stay. It's easy to immediately resort to the thought of, is there anything I can do? But in the near term, it's not about doing anything, but just about being there for them, so that they know they're not too much, not crazy, not alone. Before anything else, people struggling with suicidal ideation need empathy. And empathy doesn't come with answers. Sometimes the most life-saving thing you can say is, I see you and I'm staying. It can work for someone you love or yourself.